Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us here on Speed Vision. To a Mercedes-Benz fan, the letters AMG mean just one thing: potent performance. And over the years, the wizards at this famous German tuning house have turned some of Mercedes' most opulent luxury cars into fire-breathing monsters that rival the world's most potent sports cars for all-out performance. But what happens when Mercedes-Benz ask AMG to work their magic on a most unlikely machine, a family-hauling sport ute, like this ML430 perhaps? What happens is a muscular mid-size sport ute that rockets off the same Alabama assembly line as its more docile brethren, the ML320 and 430, and straight into the record books as the world's fastest sport utility vehicle. And for those who find that kind of thing meaningful, that means the 2000 Mercedes-Benz ML55 can whip your family pack and fanny to 60 in just 6.4 seconds and down the quarter-mile strip in 15 seconds at 95 miles per hour. And it has a top speed of nearly 150 miles per hour. Couple that kind of thrust with the ML55's meaner, more hunkered-down stance, and no one will dare challenge you to that lone empty space in the parking lot. The ML's bad boy posture comes courtesy of a sculpted hood with twin power domes that flows back from the one-piece bumper lower fascia housing bullet-style fog lamps. Bulging fender flares, racy-looking rocker panels, large 8x18-inch AMG alloys, and twin-chromed exhaust tips also provide some extra attitudinal adjustment. Of course, it helps to have a little muscle to back up your bad-to-the-bone disposition, and the ML55 has no shortage of that. For wedged tightly under its bulging bonnet, it's a 5.5-liter single overhead cam aluminum V8 just waiting to pack its 342 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque punch in any direction you wish. This assault of the asphalt begins when AMG takes a 5-liter Mercedes V8 and installs a stroker crankshaft that gives each piston nearly 1/3 of an inch more stroke. The magnesium intake manifold is reworked with longer runners, and hollow, lightweight camshafts are brought on board. The stroked engine is then sent to Alabama, where it's mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission that, like those of all 2000 M-Class models, comes standard with touch-shift manual control. But while entertaining, our drivers found that touch-shift mode did little to enhance the quarter-mile performance. We also felt the 5,800 RPM redline comes a little too quickly to fully exploit the ML55's broad power band. The touch-shift does come in handy when the need arises to hold the ML55 in a particular gear for some spirited back-road driving, or a run through our low-speed slalom, where we found the speed-sensitive rack and pinion steering to be accurate but a bit heavy-feeling, and enough body roll to remind you that you're still in a hefty, sporty vehicle. But the modified independent double wishbone suspension with coil springs, stiffened gas shocks, and torsion bars front and rear, and an electronic stability program keep the ML firmly planted and composed in a wide variety of road conditions and terrain, including those off-road, because with a full-time 4x4 system, electronic traction control, and 7.8 inches of ground clearance, you can go off-road. But if you've got to try the rough stuff, we suggest you drive to the nearest trailhead as fast as you can and hook up with some alternative transportation. Of course, after enjoying the ML55's luxurious wood-trimmed cabin on the drive there, you might not want to get out once you arrive. Like all Mercedes-AMG collaborations, the ML55 comes with a pair of aggressively bolstered AMG-specific leather buckets for the front seat occupants with 8-way power adjustments. The driver faces a walnut and leather tilting steering wheel and a set of chrome-trimmed analog gauges. To the right, the center stack is topped by a new 5-inch LCD screen that serves as the display for the standard GPS navigation system, the 80-watt AM/FM cassette CD player audio system, and the add-on CD changer and telephone systems as well. The 3 rotary switches that control the ML's atmosphere are just below. We found them rather slow to react, and there's no automatic operation. But with a step-in height of only 18 inches, access to the rear quarters is painless. And once there, you'll find plenty of room for 2 adults, a tight fit for 3. New enhancements for comfort and safety include rear door-mounted airbags and a more user-friendly 60/40 split-folding rear seat. That, when folded, expands cargo capacity from 33.5 to 71 cubic feet. The ML55 spare tire is mounted inside, so the gas tank can be enlarged to hold 25 gallons, which moderately expands the ML's driving range between fill-ups, depending, of course, upon your driving style. Government estimates are 14 city and 18 highway. We are right in the middle at 16 miles per gallon on a rather brisk test loop. And with the ML55's meaty brakes, you can briskly bring things to a halt, too. With 30.6-inch vented disc up front, 13-inch solids in the rear, and 4-piston calipers worked by a 4-channel ABS system with brake assist, we average stops from 60 and 125 feet. And that may include a stop by the local bank to make sure you can handle the ML55's lofty listed price of $65,495. But then AMG tuning is exclusive, and with only 1,500 ML55s available in the U.S. next year, this is SUV exclusivity at its best. With its exhilarating speed, road-hugging handling, and 4-star interior appointments, the 2000 Mercedes-Benz ML55 has raised the bar for entry into a prestigious club with very few members. And once joined, the perks are immensely rewarding, but its price of admission can be steep on several fronts. There's the obvious big budget price, and then there are the speeding tickets, because you won't be able to keep this ML at 55 or 65 or even 75.